Hi everyone, here is part 2 of my Artist Alley table updates. This line here represents about 2 feet. A lot of con tables are anywhere from like 18 inches to 24 inches deep. So currently my practice setup is on a space of 2 foot by 6 foot. My previous setups were often more like an L shape or similar to what I'm doing here, but in more of a T shape, which didn't leave me a whole lot of table real estate behind the table. With my new setup here, I get all this table space back here. Of course, some convention tables aren't as deep, so if I just rotate this angled panel a little bit, I can kind of mush the shape around a little bit depending on the depth of the table. With my new setup where the front panels are kind of flared out a bit in that aforementioned bay window format, it gives me some interesting space to use on the back side, like a lot more rack real estate. Plus I have more table space, so I think this is going to be like a great benefit for me for a convention organization, especially for those cons where you have like no space that you can use on either side or behind you. So everything that you need has to be in front of you, next to you, or under you. I'll now be able to use at least this section of my grids, even if it's just at a small angle. For small things, like I could hang this little guy over here where I put my prints. I can put my buttons here on this panel. I'll also be replacing the individual magnets with magnet tracks. I think that will help speed up setup and teardown, and I won't have to worry about pinching my fingers or breaking as many magnets or losing the magnets. They're constantly just ending up wherever because it gets stuck to everything. I can do a different video for a tutorial on how I made my magnet tracks, but essentially they're just 2 pieces of elastic with little pockets sewn in, and then the magnets are separated by stitches. The hold they have is incredible. It takes almost no effort to put up the boards, and it's a very strong hold. The wind is not going to be able to knock this over, but it's still light enough that you can remove the board without damage. I've done adhesive Velcro in the past, and I'm not a big fan of hook and loop tape because I have so many cosplays or outfits that could get snagged by the hook side of the tape. I've also tried doing these adhesive hanging tabs with zip ties, but it just takes so much longer to individually zip tie each individual board at like 4 different corners, and then you have to cut them all down at the end of the show, and then you have all this like plastic waste and trash left over. So I think these magnet tracks are going to be exactly what I need in terms of speed, placement accuracy, ease of setting up without help. I won't have to keep buying more supplies, like I won't have to keep buying more zip ties. The magnets ideally should stay inside the track, so I won't lose those and have to potentially buy new magnets. But honestly, even if 1 or 2 magnets are missing, it should work fine. I'll have a tutorial for how to make those coming up soon, as well as some other updates that I'm doing to my table and some more tutorials. Look forward to it.